The period is about 1600 BCE. In the ancient city of Ur, there lived a man named Abram, together with his wife Sarai. They lived a life of comfort, luxury, and love. But one day, his life was forever changed when God called him with a command that would test his faith.
Go from your land, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you.
Despite the comfort of his homeland, Abram obeyed God's command. With his wife Sarai and his nephew Lot, he set out on a journey to an unknown land, the land of Canaan. After a long and difficult journey, they arrived in Canaan. Here, God appeared to Abram and made a promise that would shape the future of his descendants.
To your offspring, I will give this land.
Despite facing many challenges, Abram's faith remained unshaken. One night, God reaffirmed his promise to Abram, assuring him that his descendants would be as numerous as the stars in the sky.
Look up, please, to the heavens and count the stars, if you are able to do so your offspring will become.
God made a covenant with Abram, changing his name to Abraham, meaning father of many nations. As a sign of this covenant, God commanded Abraham to circumcise himself and all his male descendants.
As for you, you must keep my covenant, you and your descendants after you for the generations to come.
Despite their old age, God fulfilled his promise to Abraham and Sarah. To fulfill that covenant, Sarah became pregnant some couple of months later. She gave birth to a son in a year after that covenant was made. The child was named Isaac, through whom God's covenant would continue.
Isaac grew in the warmth and love of his parents. He soon became a teenager and then grew into an handsome young man. God tested Abraham's faith one more time, commanding him to sacrifice his beloved son, Isaac. Though his heart was heavy, Abraham prepared to obey, trusting in God's wisdom.
Father, where is the lamb for the burnt offering?
God himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering, my son.
Do not lay a hand on the boy. Now I know that you fear God, because you have not withheld from me your son, your only son.
Abraham's life was marked by unwavering faith and obedience. Through his trials, he trusted in God's promises. And God blessed him with a legacy that would endure for generations. The story of Abraham is a powerful reminder of the rewards of faith and obedience. As we reflect on his journey, may we too find the strength to trust in God's promises, no matter the challenges we face.
Terah was a man of great ambition and curiosity, living in the ancient city of Ur of the Chaldeans. He was born around 2200 BCE and belonged to a culture that upheld traditions and revered their gods deeply. Terah himself was a maker of idols, for it was a family trait passed down the generations. In this city, Terah married a woman named Amathli, and together they had 3 sons, Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Genesis 11 verse 26. The family lived comfortably, dressed in traditional robes and sandals made of leather, participating in the routine of daily prayers, animal sacrifices, and community gatherings within their sprawling family courtyard. Tragedy struck when Terah's son Haran passed away in Ur at the prime of his youth, leaving behind a son named Lot. Genesis 11 verse 28. The grief-stricken Terah decided it was time for a change. Perhaps it was divine inspiration or sheer longing for a fresh start, but Terah chose to leave Ur and head towards the land of Canaan. He gathered his family, which now included his grandson Lot and his youngest son Abram with his wife Sarai. Genesis 11 verse 31. Their camels were laden with the essential tools of their trade, valuable possessions, and provisions for the journey. The sight of this caravan evoked awe and curiosity from their neighbors, who wondered what lay ahead for Terah's family. They traveled northwest, following the Euphrates River, making their way through the Fertile Crescent. Their journey brought them to the bustling trade center of Haran, a city vibrant with people of various backgrounds, markets echoing with the sounds of haggling merchants, and streets filled with the aroma of exotic spices. The family settled here, finding the city welcoming yet foreign, a place both bustling and serene compared to Ur's familiar landscapes. Genesis 11 verses 31 to 32. Terah grew older, his mind often drifting back to the lands he left behind and pondering the future of his descendants in this new land. He frequently shared stories with his grandchildren, particularly Lot, about their heritage and the promise of a land yet to be reached. Terah never saw Canaan, for he passed away in Haran at the age of 205. Genesis 11 verse 32. With his death, his ambitious journey remained incomplete, but the seed was sown for his son Abram's destiny. His departure from Ur was the first step towards the fulfillment of a covenant that would shape nations and peoples. Terah's story is a tale of change, loss, and hope, deeply rooted in faith and the desire for a new beginning. His life, humble yet pivotal, set the stage for the remarkable journey that was to follow for his descendants.